guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we are going to go ahead and knock out one of the missions here, and that is to beat Red Zone BROLY with a full Extreme class team with one of every typing, right? So Extreme AGL, Extreme Tech, Extreme Int, Extreme STR, and Extreme Physical. During this worldwide download celebration, they added 3 missions to the GT Red Zone, specifically the Omega Shenron fight, and they also added 3 missions to the movie Red Zone, and specifically this BROLY fight right here. I do think that this is really good, right? So this year specifically, right, during the 7th anniversary and now during worldwide download celebration, they've done something that I actually have seen many people in the community sort of recommend as an easy way for Dokkan to do content, and that's just this exactly, right? I feel like they could add these types of missions in pretty much every celebration. It doesn't have to only be these major celebrations, but these types of missions are fun. And this is where they can, you know, have people sort of explore, you know, different unit setups or use different characters or stuff like that, or make different characters good in certain types of situations, right? Because, like, remember, you know, the missions that were added during the 7th anniversary were specifically to beat the GT Legendary Goku event and the Legendary Vegeta event, utilizing certain category teams, right? So here they want us to just use like a villain team rather than a category team. So this is definitely tough. BROLY is, I would say not, I don't think he's the hardest fight in the game anymore. It is crazy that they actually released a fight that's harder, considering BROLY has the unfair AoE stage, you can't dodge him, and then he double supers in the last phase. But it's like Cell Max actually just hits so hard that like you almost can't run like any like non-int characters at all, almost, pretty much, right? Like it's like you have to do crazy shenanigans to get through Cell Max's last phase because he just hits so damn hard, right? Whereas like BROLY, you could do sort of more traditional stuff. More characters are able to sort of take the punishment from BROLY, right? Now, in terms of what extreme teams can do this, I feel like it'll definitely be limited. Most people would probably use LR Final Form Cooler's team to do this. Because, remember, the huge problematic character is going to be your STR unit. Because remember, BROLY, of course, his strongest phase is AGL. So that is going to be the part of the fight that you have to be incredibly concerned about, right? So with the Ginyu Force team, the Ginyu team is the one I decided to run here. Our STR unit is one of the best defensive units in the game in Raccoon Goldo, right? Where they have guard as long as Captain Ginyu's on rotation. Captain Ginyu has all these amazing links up with them, and Captain Ginyu's supporting them. And because we just have to win, you know, I did pop the support memory. Dude, I really can't emphasize enough how ridiculously busted these support memories are. Specifically these Planet Namek Saga ones, that give, what is it, 15%? Just, you should be able to see the numbers in all these Ginyu Force units just way higher than usual. Now, I brought a double Whis to get us through the AoE phase, of course, because it's usually so cheap. But we have a perfect... AoE BROLY can't even damage us on this rotation, right? Again, with the, you know, Frieza support memory up, buffing all Extreme Class Planet Namek Saga units. Look at this. We took 90k damage from BROLY's AoE, right? Ginyu has supered enough already to where, you know, he stacked up his defense. AGL Golden Frieza, of course, is always very good. And then Raccoon Goldo, right? They're not just some little pathetic unit. Now, what's funny is, I don't think, like, BROLY does not get a super attack off in the next turn. So it's like, we actually didn't even need to use the double Whis. Like, we were going to make it through naturally past the AoE BROLY part, which typically can be pretty tough, right? Now, again, remember, what you have to do here is we have to use a unit of every typing. This does play very well into the Ginyu Force's strength, right? Because, again, the STR unit, which is the real problem slot, is a character that is good defensively regardless of typing. So that's a huge advantage. You know, we have a couple of free-to-play units on here, the Tech LR Ginyu and the Physical LR Ginyu. But because of how strong the whole team is with link-wise, with support, right, they're just so powerful, right? Like, this, when you have, like, really strong links across the entire team, right, and then so many of these characters are supporting, right, because both AGL Ginyus are supporting, both LRs are supporting, and Jason Birder are supporting. The only units that are not supporting the Ginyu Force on the team is Rakumen Goldo and AGL Golden Frieza. Every other unit is a support unit, which is just, like, really crazy to think about, right? So, in terms of other teams that could do this, you could definitely use LR Final Form Cooler's team, right? I think that Cooler, you know, himself, you could have an incredible turn. Cooler could one-turn AoE Broly. Cooler could probably damn near take off most of Broly's health in one turn as well, right? Like, it could honestly be pretty crazy. So I would think that the Final Form Cooler team is probably the way most people use it. You know, we could run Final Form Cooler's team, and then also run Captain Ginyu and Rakumen Goldo on the team as well, right? I think if you have him, AGL Cell's team is another great option here. AGL Cell should be on the upcoming Dokkan Fest LR Goku and Vegeta banner, by the way. Because the Goku and Gohan unit was on the Part 1 Dokkan Fest, pretty clear that AGL Cell is going to be in the Part 2 Dokkan Fest, right? And it's like, if you've got, you know, Android 19 and 20, if you have the tech androids, you know, you rock, like, I don't know, who is it? I guess you could rock, like, LR Super 17 as your tech character. Physical character, I guess, 16 and 18, I guess, and just sort of pray with them. But yeah, that like, I think my Cell no item run might actually have been this mission anyway. No, you know, I think I did choose to use AGL Super 17 over Tech Super 17, because believe it or not, AGL Super 17 is better defensively against this Broly right here than Tech 17 is. It's annoying, but whatever. So, I don't know, I feel like these villain missions, like, are going to be the tougher ones for people, though, because there's just so many more superclass characters. I feel like it's more realistic that a lot of players are going to have the characters and setups to sort of get the superclass mission done, whereas this one can be tough. And even if you are using Final Form Cooler's team to do this, it's still going to be pretty difficult, right? Because the thing about Final Form Cooler is, if he's rainbowed, and you have all his links up, right? You know, Thirst for Conquest, Metamorphosis, Big Bad Bosses, and Cooler, like, quadruple or quintuple supers, then yes, he could survive AGL Broly's super. But, you know, you need, like, sort of stuff like that to happen. You're going to need a lot of sort of things to play in your favor, right, with Cooler. This fight is definitely very, very heavily RNG-based anyway, because Broly could double... I don't think Broly double supered even once, did he? I don't think he did. AGL Broly did not double super us during this run. Alright, so of course we're able to get it done. But if AGL Broly just decides, I'm just gonna super attack all over the place, like, you know, we're done. Like, RIP Bozo, right? Like, that's just how it goes, right? So, this is a tough fight, but I do like these missions that Dokkan has done during the Worldwide Download Celebration. Again, people saying that there's no content, I mean, stuff like this counts, right? Like, you actually do have to go back in the red zone, you actually do have to do these missions, right? It's good. I think red zone is a good difficulty level for Dokkan to have, while also simultaneously releasing a lot of other content, like Infinite Dragon Ball History. We have the new difficult event, which, you know, you need specific characters potentially to do that, which is kind of iffy, I guess, but I don't know. So, let me know which setups you guys have used to beat this. Again, I'm sure some of you are probably still struggling with this one specifically because Broly is just so tough. There's definitely going to be a lot of... Even with the very best team, you have a lot of RNG in this Broly fight, right? Because you pretty much are going to need to double Whis to get through AoE Broly, which means you're always completely, like, you know, in bounds on getting just completely obliterated by AGL Broly's double super attacks during any given run. But I think, you know, AGL Cell's team, Final Form Cooler's team, LR Metal Cooler coming up, his 200% team probably will perform incredibly well in here, right? I mean, LR Metal Cooler seems like he just, anytime he ever dies, you just get a revive for free, which honestly seems very, very insane. So, Let me know what you guys think about the BROLY mission done. We use the Ginyu Force theme, of course. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.